thinking about this situation all flipping morning.
For sure there's turkeys.
I'm a warrior of the wild. See the fire in my eyes. The ember leaves you terrified. And I'm guided by the light. Every time you knock me down, I will turn it back around. Forged by the revolution's fire.
Welcome back, week 6 of Mossy Oak Turkey Season 2025. Hey, you got in trouble at work yet for easing over on that phone on your Mossy Oak Go app watching the turkey hunts? I hope not. If that happens to you, hey, just get you some AirPods. That's all I can tell you. Great content, great time of the year to be in the woods. Holy cow, we're blessed with the best content providers there are. Well, that said, let's jump right in to Mossy Oak Turkey Season 2025, week 6.
I always considered hunting part of a Marine's combat training. I always encourage my Marines to go hunting when it's in their back door on a base like here at Quantico. If you think about the mechanics of it, the ability to move quietly through the woods, not to be detected, to get close to whatever it is you were trying to bag, not be detected, and the correct use of a weapon. And also, at that moment of truth, to remain calm, cool, and collective, whether you're stalking a deer or there's somebody out there shooting at you. It all was related, and it helps you connect with the woods with yourself. That's probably the big thing. The time out there on your own, looking around, almost like a sniper trying to get close to a target. So we always encourage, like I said, for Marines to do that. It's all connected in there. And I figured if a Marine could go out there and he's a good hunter and could shoot well, that in a real firefight somewhere, I'd like him beside me because he was a little bit above the person who'd never done that. In the Marine Corps, we have always stood by the principle that every Marine's a rifleman. And if you look at our combat history, it's proven itself time and time again. You never know in a fight who's got to pick up a weapon and get out there and duke it out. So everybody, officer and enlisted, are trained with the M16 and with a 9mm today. Every year you requalify, it's part of who we are. It doesn't matter if you're an aviator or a cook, you're going to be out there training every year to make sure you're combat ready. They put me in a great spot. There were a lot of turkeys around me. And I'm not a great turkey hunter, but let me tell you, I was surrounded. We have members of all the branches of service here from all over the world competing in the inter-service rifle match. And there's a variety of trophies and awards that will go out. And there's young and old military out there. We've got women out there. It's a cross-section of the entire population of the United States. And these are some of the best in the world. There are Olympic shooters up there right now. But also what we do is the experience that they gain on that range up there, we take that information back and we use it when we develop combat shooting courses, new techniques, the M16s being always modified along with the ammunition so that that young Marine, when he steps off into harm's way, has got the absolute best he's got that America can offer, not only in the weapons and the ammunition, but the training. If he's going to go in harm's way, we want him to come back. Hunting, like most people, it's a passion, an obsession. I have to do it, and it's not the going out and taking a game animal. It's being in the out of doors. I got hooked on hunting as a young boy in the mountains of western North Carolina. My dad took me hunting the first time. It was a squirrel hunt, and from that day on, I pestered him to take me hunting. And I had an uncle that took me under his wing, and we went deer hunting together, and I got my first deer with him. So I was hooked at a very early age. Plus, just part of it's being a Marine. You like to be outdoors. You like being around weapons. You know how to use them. I couldn't survive without hunting. It's just, you know, like everybody else. I wait for that opening day to be out there in the woods, in the camaraderie of the people. One of my best friends is a retired Marine in Montana, and some of the best times I've ever had are in those hunting camps up in the Blacktail Mountains of Montana. It's just, it's beyond just emotion. It's a way of life. Turkeys were all around us that morning. In fact, I had one come in and I got busted. He saw me and he was gone. I was feeling kind of down. So on the way out, one last look down this old road, and I'll be darned, there was a whole bunch of them down there.
I got busted earlier, not far down that road, but that's it. There's 3, maybe 4. I'm gonna go after them.
They were 300 yards away or so, so I gave it one more shot.
They're about 300 yards down that hill. All right, let's get the. All right, let me get the call out. Let's go. That's it. Gotcha.
Well, here I go, back into the wild again, right where I belong. And on behalf of the Nugent family and Working Hard, Playing Hard, great hunting, fishing, shooting, outdoor families in America, I want to say thank you and salute to the great men and women of the United States military for their incredible sacrifices so that we, the people, can be free to own land and to go on national forests and state forests and hunt those wonderful natural resources that God has blessed us with. So to the United States Army, the Cavalry, the Air Force, the Navy, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, and the United States Marine Corps, Semper Fi, Godspeed to all the great warriors who have guaranteed this experiment in self-government we call the United States of America. Without the sacrifices of the warriors, there would be no American dream. We owe the United States military for all that they have given, and we so thank them. God bless America, and God bless the United States military blood brothers.
Come on, that's it. Gotcha.
Look at this. I can't believe it. That's about a 9-inch beard. Spurs are over an inch. 24 hours ago, I was in Washington, D.C. Here I am down in Texas with Mossy Oak. I can't believe this is not only my first Rio, it's my first spring long beard.
My involvement with disabled veterans is simple. I survived 24 years in the Marine Corps. I went all over the world and did all sorts of Marine things. I always came home. Lots of my friends never came home. And there's a special group that came home and they live with that sacrifice every day. And it's the least that I can do is to help them get back to a quality of life that I know that they enjoy actually more than I do. Joe Fox, as the president of PVA, has a role of leadership and a responsibility to show just not our members, but all out there that what you can do. Joe's been on a deer hunt, an elk hunt. He got his first turkey. He's going to go on an antelope hunt this fall. So it's real important for him to be able to tell people, look, I can do this.
Well, for many of us, being in a wheelchair and suffering spinal cord injury, it sets our mind in a different direction because our body doesn't know what to accept, how to accept it, what to expect. But once you get over it, you get on with your life, you have a tendency to wonder and can be confused about how are you going to go do the things you used to do. Well, through the abilities that we've established with the outdoor sports program and through the help from the bases and Camp Lejeune and others around, through the Disabled Sportsmen's Act, Lieutenant Colonel Lou Dill has established the accessibility and the ability. It's not about the disability. It's about the ability to accomplish what you want to do.
You know, Joe's a former Marine, so you know how Marines are. You know, we hang together and we've traveled a lot and it's been a lot of fun. And we maybe make him work a little bit harder than he wants to, but he's critical in this whole equation to be able to tell people, whether we're out here or we're on Capitol Hill or we're talking to our sponsors, he can say, look, I've done this.
They have a tendency to believe that they can't do it. What we're going to do is show them they can.
We came down here as part of the Disabled Sportsmen's Access Act to conduct a turkey hunt, to show the accessibility that Camp Lejeune's now doing. We're very proud of what happened.
The anticipation of the unknown is always something you never really realize until you get there to do it. We just going up a road and we had to traverse down a ravine and get my chair and me up the ravine and up the other side and into the blind, which was a chore, but that shows the through assistance of others, the ability to accomplish one's own goal. Certainly without the assistance of the Mossy Oak crew that was with me, I wouldn't have been able to get to the blind in the first place. So that's about the accessibility of it and the accomplishment. We were hunting, calling the turkeys, and it was a long wait.
tree line right over there, straight out in front. I can't tell if he's a long beard or not. It's a big turkey though.
First of all, he come around and then he decided he didn't like that spot and cut across, went back over the tree line and come back over, and we had a shot. I had a shot at one point, but I couldn't get turned to get him. He come back, same spot, just a little bit closer. Got into view, and he raised up and looked at me. About the time I pulled down on him, I was wondering what he was thinking. About the time he was wondering what I was thinking. And there he was.
Big old 2-year-old. Maybe 3.
Look at the size of them spurs.
Yeah. 3/4 inch spurs or so.
Unbelievable. What a moment. I was shaking so bad I didn't know what I was going to do. I guess it's the experience of getting the first the turkey, or just the accomplishment of succeeding to something that you didn't realize you could do. For some and for many, it's not having the chance to go back to enjoy something that you love so much, whether it be hunting, fishing, whatever. They have a tendency to believe that they can't do it. What we're going to do is show them they can.
One of the things that we're trying to do is to convince able-bodied folks that that person that lives near you in a wheelchair or has some sort of a disability, invite them to go fishing or hunting with you, or go to the track range. Search out your veterans organizations. There's a local chapter of paralyzed veterans all over the country. If not, call up your veterans administrator for your state. If you've got some property, like to take some guys on a hunt, if you've got a good bass pond or a lake out there, take them out. If you just take one veteran, one day, you'll be hooked. You'll see how important it is for these individuals to get out there and just enjoy life. Things that you and I take for granted, for them, it's not taken for granted.
Years ago, when I served in the military, which was a long time ago, there were a lot of non-volunteer people in the military. Today, it's all voluntary. So when you see a person in uniform, you know that that person has made a tremendous commitment to our country.
And crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
turkey hunting's everything, you know. From the time we step in the woods whenever we're little, it's just kind of in our blood. Dad and Papa, you know, me and Neil, it's just kind of who we are. For us, it was when we were old enough to walk, 6, 7 years old, we got taught how to turkey hunt by Dad and Papa, and it's just kind of all we've ever known in the woods every spring. I mean, turkey hunting is literally in our blood. I'm Daniel Hayes, and I am a turkey hunter.
daddy. Go, run.
We had 1 minute left on the battery.
Man, did they put on a show or what?
Oh my gosh.
Good job. Avery, boom.
Here's that other battery.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Good job, Ace.
That's a nice bird.
You have to hold him up a little higher.
Did they gobble and
Mess up
talk?
his feathers.
Man,
There you
that's worth waiting until the last day of season, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's a big bird.
go. Yeah.
Look at those hooks.
Did you hear all those jakes up there?
Oh yeah. There was 2 longbirds, wasn't there?
2 longbeards. We saw them come all the way down.
Yeah.
And of course they didn't come on the trail. They decided to.
If me and Hayden were switched, I could have killed him a lot earlier because that tree kept blocking
Your
where he
view.
was standing.
I was starting to get nervous because he was getting pretty loud to me,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh boy, somehow they're getting beside you.
We I was afraid we're gonna run out of either camera battery or they're gonna get too far.
And we thought they were going to come over here, but
Yeah.
they came over here.
I was trying to get them to come down on your right side, but they never, it never works out, but congratulations.
Good job, Avery.
Hey, Gus Strickland here with Mossy Oak. We're still on turkey terminology. We're going to talk about bugging. And I ain't talking about the kind of bugging your little brother did to you when you were 8 years old. He'd mess your room up, stuff like that. I'm talking about eating. This changes everywhere across the country. Millions of places to find. Turkeys are no different than chickens. If you see chickens around the barnyard, they'll scratch, scratch, scratch. 1 foot, 2nd foot, like that. They're looking for bugs, insects, rodents, and all that. That's why in the spring, you see so many turkeys in fields, grasshoppers, all those stuff like that. But when you find a place when they're bugging, when there's lots of bugs, that's a good place to start from scratch the next day because they're gonna be back in that area at some time. Bugging is a big deal.
Hey, I'm David Hawley with Mossy Oak. Another type of sign we look for are dust bowls. Typically, you're going to find these in kind of the later parts of the season in which it's hot, and turkeys are typically doing this to kind of preen themselves. And so there'll be little shallow bowls. They literally gotten down and dusted themselves off to remove themselves of parasites and bugs and things like that that have gotten on them in those hot months. And so typically you're going to see those in kind of the later part of the season into the summer months. Another thing that we look for, especially in the woods or in areas that have mass crops, are going to be called scratching. And this is going to be where gobblers and hens are going through the woods and they're scratching up leaves to find acorns that have been buried up underneath the leaves. And so you're going to kind of see these raked up areas where there will be bare ground and then there'll be leaves congregated and so on and so forth. So these are kind of the key things I'm looking for.
Good morning. We made it. We made it to Delaware, and it's cold, cooler. Not sure how cold it is. I think it's just been so dang hot in Virginia past week that little nip in the air has done sent me to putting on layers. But we are in for a beautiful day, from what I can tell, full moon. But other than that, everything's about picture perfect. I think it's going to be upper 30s, around 40 this morning. And yeah, we got here in time to do a little riding around yesterday evening. Saw a gobbler in this private field over here next to the public and actually went into the public. So he's no ways from the road, which is kind of a little bit unnerving. I hope we don't have any pressure in here, but we're at the gate first. We're going to get back in here
before it even thinks about breaking light, because the turkey's, like I said, really close to the parking area. So I want to get in there with him. Beautiful morning, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think I heard a turkey. So I don't remember this much highway noise being at this place 110 years ago, but man, this place has got a bunch of highway noise. This turkey ain't gobble because he's probably in one of these trees right here. He probably listened to me and Dilbert standing on the edge of this thing opening, and Dilbert chatted me up this morning. Lights blared in the whole 9 yards. So, what a beautiful morning. Alright, now we'll figure out where that come from. I just heard one gobble. I think it was down here, right back toward the truck, which ain't but like 150, 200 yards away. It's gobbled right there. I'll have to get between him and that private field. Turkey flew straight out into this big private field. He's gobbled 3 times since he's been out there. Once at me, 2 right when he hit the ground. He gobbled 3 times in that tree. He roosted literally right off the edge of the field. I was hoping he'd walked in there 100 yards or so to give us room to play, but he didn't. And now I'm trying to figure out if I want to finagle with this joker at all, because he's not responding much to the call. He's hit the call once. Or if I just want to get to dragging my feet. The issue with dragging my feet is, you can assume, is we have company in here, because people are just people. Not hitting the call enough for me to think that he's interested. I was standing right, I could see that field and he gobbled right out in the middle of it. I can't see him, but he must be a dip or something. So I've backed up about 40 and sitting here. What else do you do? Oh, Lord. Ain't wasting another second on that turkey. Not right now for sure. I knew that turkey was weird when I saw him yesterday evening. I knew he was weird. I could just tell in his eyes. Didn't help that he was, I don't know, he might have been 75 yards from me and old buddy. His old buddy come up and wanted to discuss his success last year and his, I don't, anyway, don't help it, anyway. I knew that turkey was weird. I knew that turkey was weird when I saw him last night. No color this time of year. That turkey is just weird. Anyway, beautiful day. That turkey gobbled 3 times in the tree, flew down in that private field the other way and gobbled 3 times, I think. That was it. So we're gonna hit this road. There's a big creek bottom at the back of it. And we're gonna go listen off in it. Been traveling along. Most of this stuff is planted pine, but they got these creeks, or canals, or gullies, or whatever, man-made stuff, like channeling the water. They've got it cut through here, and there's some hardwood along the edge of it, so I've walked one of them down all the way to the highway. I don't know if I can hear it in the background, but now I'm going to cut through the timber and get back toward the truck, I guess, and maybe hit the roads or something, I don't know. Man, that turkey butt never give me a flipping shot, dude. through wide open woods and I couldn't get a shot at. Me and that old man, I don't know if you can see that opening back there. That's the field me and that old man steady this morning. Oh, man. Sometimes it's just meant to be. But anyway, the turkey gobbled, and I tapped this to record, and I told the camera, I said, the turkey just gobbled. He's right back in that small field that I stood in this morning at daylight. I said, but I gotta move up, because there's this other little opening that was right behind that field, and I thought I could make it there, but I couldn't, the woods were too open. But I saw a lot of tracks and stuff when I walked out that field this morning. I thought if I can get there, I know they come there. But I just eased in, quickly learned that the timber wasn't gonna let me get to where I wanted to be. I just geared down. By the time I got the camera set up, I yelped and I saw something move through these pines, and I thought, man, I hope I just didn't bump that turkey. And he gobbled. I made a little shift, got situated, and I caught him coming up through here, and it was a gobbler and a jake, and he was chasing that jake. That's what I'd seen move through the trees. But buddy, he was 100% fooled. I mean 100% convinced and fooled. Because these pines are wide open. I mean, you can see forever in them, but they're like dominoes. They're just like all lined up, so you're having to pick lines out through them. And every time he'd cross one of these dang openings, I'd cut at him and he'd strut or he'd get behind another tree. And then the first time when I started to kill him initially, I cut at him and he stopped. And I went to kill him and I saw another turkey right behind him. It was that Jake. Man, they were lined up perfectly. I'd have killed them both, no doubt about it. Then the Jake took a step and I thought, it was about 40. I thought, at 40, that pattern's gonna be wide enough to kill them both, and I had to wait. Y'all just look at the spurs on this turkey. About some good ones, some pretty ones. And I just got so many dang questions. Like I just about bet you, me and the old man sitting in that food plot talking this morning for the 30 minutes before daylight probably had the turkey so jacked up and beside himself. Because when the turkey gobbled this morning, finally, right before he flew down, he gobbled 3 times. I think 2 and then one on the ground. One of them may have been on the ground. It may have just dropped from the tree. But he gobbled 3 times and pitched out what sounded like into the private field that I watched him cross yesterday evening. So, and went the other way. Like I heard him gobble twice, and he was 100 yards each time further out into that field across going away. I thought, yeah, that makes sense. They sit there and listen to us talk about whatever. I just wonder if now it is 8 o'clock. He's had about an hour and a half to. Yeah, he's got an hour and a half to kind of settle down. The sun probably come out of that field, and he was up here looking for love. I just wonder if it's the same turkey. Who knows? Could be completely different birds. But God, he's been doing some strutting.
Every year since I was 15, for spring break, my dad and I have gone on a turkey hunt. And that tradition has lasted even through being done with college and not really having a spring break anymore. You know, he'd still find time and we would take trips to Texas, or even if it was just, over to Alabama to get a turkey. We always made time to turkey hunt during the spring 2 or 3 times.
This trip was pretty special for a lot of reasons. They're always special. All turkey hunts are special, but you roll a family member or a tight friend in there, it's really special then. But this one, the spring before, Lauren and I have been going, and since she was, however, 13, 14, 15, she'd been with me every spring, once or twice, even if it was close to home. And last year, she didn't get to go with me one single time. She was getting married the first weekend of May, so it was nothing but wedding plans.
The spring before last, I got married, and so all my free time and vacation days, everything was spent around planning the wedding and then actually getting married.
It was just, it was kind of bad that she was so busy and her mom was so busy, and we tried to work it in, it just would not happen. And I kind of thought after she got married, maybe it wouldn't be a big deal to her. When I threw that invitation out,
I was so excited because I thought, okay, the tradition's back on, we're still gonna go turkey hunting. And it made that Nebraska trip so much more special because we hadn't done it the year before, and I realized it was something I missed, and it was like the favorite thing I do with my dad all year.
She was fired up. When I saw her eyes glow, I went, she's back.
This is exciting. Pops extended an invitation, hey Phil, for me to go turkey hunting in the morning. Hey Dan. I think I've found everything I need. Jacket, warm socks, shirt, pants, 2 pair of gloves, vest. I'm so excited. Oh, and boots. I think I'm actually just gonna borrow Cranky's boots. So, oh yeah, perfect.
I found a turkey fairly close enough I could check him on the way to work, blah, 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 and saw him do things 2 days in a row, and I told Lauren, all right, here's the deal. This is going to be a field turkey. I watched him enough to kind of think, well, maybe if he skirts to this side and we can stay there long enough, we can kill him. So I left in the middle of the day one day and went over there, and there was a really good cedar bush. So I got up in there with a saw and some clippers, and I made just a magnificent blind.
It really was.
Anyway, got everything in there, and I went ahead and put our 2 little turkey seats in there. And I said, all right, we got to get in there early. And because I didn't roost him, but I got close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw him like 40 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and he was not near the field. I felt pretty good about it. And anyway, we went in the dark, but the moon was so bright, it was like it didn't even matter.
It was so big and bright.
And so we eased down in there, and I thought about cutting a corner and going through the woods, and I said, no, I don't think he was that close, because I saw him 40 minutes before flop. He was several hundred yards away from there. And so we didn't we took the easy path,
Mm-hmm.
turned left, stayed up in the field, but against the wood line, and got settled in. And Buddy, when he gobbled,
said, there's good news and bad news. The good news is he gobbled.
He's here.
The bad news is we had to walk right by him.
In the full moonlight.
Yeah. But we were staying up on the edge of the woods. And I'm saying God had him facing west. If he'd have been facing east, there's no way.
Right.
And then the videography producer kicked in. I said, I bet you they pitched down right in front of us. So now I'm running the camera. I got it kind of zoomed back, and I'm running these clips, and forever. And for some reason, you turned to me and said, I think they're fixing to fly down. What alerted you to that?
I don't know. I felt like I just heard a hen sound that was a weird sound for her to make in the tree. Like, I don't know if it was the beginning of a fly down cackle or what, but it just made me think they're fixing to fly down. And I turned and I looked at you. I said, I think they're fixing to fly down. And you said, there they are. And they pitched down behind my head.
Listen to this now. The hen pitched out, and she landed kind of beside us, but almost behind us. Mm-hmm. And I did catch a little glimpse of that on camera. I had some of that. Mm-hmm. And then I see another wing beat. Now, keep in mind, we're sitting up underneath a giant cedar bush. I got me a fairly good hole clipped out. I got Lauren a pretty good hole clipped out just to her left, where I thought all this action would take place. But I got them drooping all in between us. Yeah. Coming from all the way to the ground. And when this turkey landed, it landed in that one spot where she couldn't see it and I couldn't see it. And there ain't no moving, because the hen, when she pitched, she kind of went by us, but she's hooking back. I hope the camera picked it up. And he's drumming and drumming and drumming, and he'll gobble. And I look down at my phone. I got my phone in my hand because I'm wanting to get a second angle. I'm going to point the camera phone at Lauren if she gets a shot, but I'm filming the turkey with the other camera. Got the handle down and all that. And I'm trying to focus through all these, and I'm thinking, you made way too much of a blind, because I was getting just bits and pieces of his head, and this went on and on and on, and he would spin and stay in that 2-3 foot spot.
It's like no wonder nobody would have ever been able to call that turkey up to him, because there were hens yelping 10 yards in front of us, and I'm like, just come to one of them. And he was like, just dancing and spinning and turning, and he's like, I'm not coming to them, they're coming to me. Yeah, I told you after the hunt, there's no way we'd have killed that turkey. And it kind of was an ambush, but it really wasn't. I mean, you go through that much trouble and got them pinpointed, hey, it's all fair as far as I'm concerned. But and there was one hen had the prettiest yelp. She did. It just meow, meow. And she sounded like Paul Budsky to me. Yeah. Did you hear that, Paul? And man, and he gobbled at her.
he'd move further to the right where we needed him to go, and she'd yelp, and do a little shortcut, and he'd gobble, and one time he double gobbled, and he stayed there. And I looked at my phone, and it was 40 minutes from the time he landed till he finally started moving to the right.
And then it got crazy.
It was a little intense. Go out there and put your foot on there so just in case that was a long shot.
Everything's asleep.
Put your gun on saddle. Intense. The footage is not going to be that good. Holy cow, it took 45 minutes. I'm going to hit the rangefinder, see how far that was. $52 yards. Well, it took long enough.
Thank you.
Congratulations. 53 yards. 52.
Holy cow. He's awesome. He's heavy.
Never had a show like that.
I couldn't believe it.
Man, let me look at it. Oh, look at that big.
I know.
Good Lord. Wow.
That.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited. I was gonna say I'm sorry it took so long, but I'm not. Like, we had fun.
Yeah, wish you could, like Toxie says, wish you could breathe life back into them because it's over now. But the season's almost over, so.
Yeah, we were running out of time.
Yeah.
He's perfect. I'm so excited.
The last few minutes of that video was just
Tense.
yeah, and priceless. Great video.
It's beautiful.
It happened, just happened to be in focus.
The audio is so good.
Yeah, you can't put all of it. You couldn't put all the gobbles in there. It was just magical. Anyway, you were clearly excited.
So excited. And it wasn't just taking the turkey that's the special part. It's all that stuff that I've been missing.
It's a very special thing.
That was a long sit.
In a good spot.
Felt like I was at a movie. That was just, they had no idea. What a great blind. They had no idea we were over there. I was breathing so hard. At one point I saw smoke and I was like, I was just holding my breath.
What's going on, part-timers? Turkey season's about to start winding down here in northeast Florida as we got a few more hunts left. This morning we're going to be hunting with Mr. Ken. He's a guy that works for Valancourt Construction. They're just good friends of ours. And his buddy Marcus killed one last week. Hopefully Mr. Ken can get one this morning. We're going to be hunting on a big horse pasture. Saw some birds go to roost there last night. 5 gobblers actually. I don't know where they came from. Kind of been 1 or 2 around that horse pasture, but last night there were 5. They did have some hens with them, but I think maybe we'll put a hen and a Jake decoy out and see if we can get him a little aggravated, and maybe they'll try to run him off and we can give him the good news. So y'all stay tuned.
From a hunting standpoint applies to everybody, whether you're a deer hunter, duck hunter, elk hunter, turkey hunter. Nobody gets to do it full time. I mean, we would love to, but we can't.
Well, Mr. Ken, roll one up this morning.
Got him.
We had 5 gobblers in here and they wouldn't leave, so after he shot, my dad had to sneak out and go get the truck because he didn't want to booger the rest of them getting out of here, so he snuck out, got the truck, and came in here to pick us up. That's called service with a smile. gonna jump over here and grab this turkey and try to get out of here before we book her too much. Look at the spurs on that thing.
That is a real limb hanger right there, Bubba.
Good gracious. Son, I got a rope on him too.
I know.
That's the old TP right there, total package.
Mm-hmm.
Son.
Heavy.
There you go.
Oh, thank y'all very much.
Achievement at Christmas.
That was about as good a show as you can get, I think.
That's a rope too now.
That's 9 inches.
I bet that thing, yeah, it's gonna
That's 11 and a half.
Yeah. Golly.
Yeah, I might have to mount that one.
Dude, that is a toad. Golly, what a bird. Man.
I'm glad that follow-up shot
Yeah.
hit home.
Well, I was thinking, I almost said you can shoot him whenever, and then they came running up there.
What?
That's why I was zooming out when you shot, trying to get them all, and then I think,
well,
so I don't know if I got the first shot, but he was cutting across the screen when you rolled him on the second one. Well, Mr. Ken, congrats on a heck of a bird.
Thank you very much.
We just scored it and measured everything and weighed it all up. 24.6 pounds, 11.5-inch beard, and 1 9/16 spurs. Pretty sure that's the biggest typical turkey we've ever killed.
Almost total score, almost 80, 78.85 or something like that. That's huge for a Osceola. That is huge.
And I think that's the heaviest turkey by far we've ever killed.
But Ken, being a turkey hunter, you can appreciate the fact that scouting helped us with this a bunch.
Most definitely.
We happened to see these birds yesterday. Hadn't been seeing this group of gobblers. Yesterday afternoon late, I just went down to check, and they were in a little pasture down there, watched, and pretty much knew where they were going to fly up and go up on the roofs. 5 longbeards in the group and 4 or 5 hens, and couldn't have been much better, could it?
No, picture perfect.
That one come in there and kind of jumped on the decoys, and then here they all come.
Hey, Mr. Ken, you did a fine job letting them come on.
Yeah.
After the first one,
it was hard.
Like, man, we could shoot that one.
Yeah.
I was sitting there wondering myself, are we going to shoot him or wait on the rest of them? I'm glad it didn't take them long to get there. I couldn't have took much of that.
Yeah. Was, you picked the right one, Mr. Ken.
Yeah.
I sure enjoyed hunting with you this morning, though.
I thank y'all. I enjoyed it.
Yes,
thank
sir.
y'all very much.
All right, here we are right in the middle. Absolute right in the middle of Mossy Oak turkey season 2025 in week 6. I'll give you another little tip here from an older guy, but I learned this from people who were early on way better than me. And it's, I used to say, tell me the difference in quiet and turkey quiet, because there's a big difference. The best people I've been with, however you judge that, success, encounters, big long beard laying in the back of the truck, they all had some things in common, and one of them was how they moved through the woods, like quiet as they can be. Walking on eggshells. It's just it's something you got to learn how to do, and it looks goofy when you're doing it, but the quieter you are, number one, the less you're going to disturb, and the more you can hear while you're moving through. You can hear if you're walking. You got to put that heel down first, look for sticks. Now that sounds like it's elementary, but it's not. I'm amazed at how some people walk through the woods like, I got to get from point A to point B real quick because I'm going to call it, huh? That ain't how you do it. Roll in there quiet. Slow down, take a breath, and listen. You'll be amazed how many more turkeys you can get on if you like walk softly. All right, back to the show.
What an awesome turkey of it.
Well guys, welcome back to another season of Turkey Hunter TV. We had a great one last year, and we're gonna start this week where we always start, South Texas. Each year, this is how we kick off turkey season. We can't wait to get out there. It's a content, a game-rich environment, and these Rios sure are fun to chase. This week, we got a special guest with us, one of Seth's childhood buddies, Adam Lauderdale, and we're itching to get out there and get after these Rios.
Turkey Hunter is brought to you by Browning, the best there is.
As y'all can see, the windshield wipers are on. We ain't happy about it, but it is what it is. Turkey season opens tomorrow in Texas. We have arrived, and look how green it is. Look at that. It looks like turkey season this year, don't it, Steve?
It does that.
We're fired up nonetheless. We're gonna get after some birds. We're going to a place here in Texas, in Pinhoti, Texas. We've hunted in the past, and we know they lay heavy there. We're excited to get after them. The only problem is we got a little rain in the forecast tomorrow, so we got blinds with us. We're gonna do a little scouting this afternoon, get blinds up just in case we have to get in them tomorrow, and hopefully get some turkeys laid down tomorrow. What do you think?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I am.
Adam's back here. You ready, Adam?
Ready.
We got plenty of shells, so let's kill some turkeys here in Texas. Well, we've hunted this ranch before, so as soon as we get there, we look at the places where we killed turkeys in the past, try to look for some sign to possibly hunt in the morning. Tank right here. We just got at the ranch. Looking at some places to possibly set up in the morning or put a blind up. Nice right now, but I don't think it's gonna be as nice in the mornings. You gonna look it over? Do a little scout. And they're absolutely gorgeous, and you can smell them. Spring has sprung here. Beautiful spot. We're trailing him. Strut marks. Yeah, strut marks. That's cool, ain't it? I say they in here. This is another spot we come to. There's turkey sign everywhere. Strut marks, tracks. That's a good spot right here to put a blind up. We might not need it in the morning, but we're putting them out just in case, because every time we check it, 70%, 40%. Some might not get here till 10 o'clock, who knows. But I know for Sunday for sure, it's supposed to rain Sunday morning, so we're putting it here just in case. Good spot, lots of turkey sign. What do you think, Adam?
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. If it's gonna rain, just gotta go somewhere. That's right. Hey, did you lose some steaks?
Strong.
Did you lose some steaks?
I lost some steaks. We got some New York strips at the house, but I ain't gonna hold this blind down.
What's up?
What are you doing?
I'm getting the old charcoal going.
We didn't have any lighter fluid, did we?
No, so hand sanitizer to the rescue.
Steaks gotta be cooked.
Probably gonna die from some weird poison and active ingredient, 70% alcohol. It might work. Antiseptic.
It's working.
It is working.
We are in Texas. We're in turkey camp. And we fixed to put some steaks on the grill. They don't get any better, guys. We got some sausage on there already. We're finna put them on there. Look at that. Strips. Adam said he knows a thing or two about cooking the steaks. So we're gonna see. This is such a cool spot. Got our own little trailer house. The grill's hot. We got turkeys. We know where we're gonna go in the morning. We did a little scouting. We know where they like to hang. We're fired up. Just living right here.
It is, isn't it?
That fire's pretty hot. Back them up a little bit. How do you like yours, Seth?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Whew, that's hot. Let them sizzle for a minute.
Well, we know where we want to go in the morning. So that night, we eat good. We grilled some steaks and some sausage. The weather rolled in, but tomorrow's opening day, and we're looking forward to it.
Turkey Hunter is also brought to you by Pure Strutter, the turkey hunting company, Indian Creek Shooting Systems, Foxtrot Ammunition, Vortex Optics, and Worldwide Pursuit, making your dream hunts a reality.
It's opening morning here in South Texas, and we are fired up. The only problem is we got a little rain in the forecast. It was drizzling this morning. We put some blinds out yesterday in some likely spots, a lot of sign where we put these blinds up at, but we also found us some locations we could set up if we didn't get in the blind. So, a bunch of turkey sign, and we're fired up. They should gobble this morning. We got a cell building just to the south of us, I believe, but I think we're gonna have an hour or so, and if it moves slow, we may be okay. Luckily, we put blinds up just in case. And we got so many cameras that it's too risky to sit out in the rain. But where we put this blind up, it's turkey mecca pretty much. There's a roost location right there, and there's strut marks, and there's droppings, tracks. I mean, it's just turkeys everywhere right there. So maybe we'll look out and get one to work this morning. If nothing else, see what's there and what we can do as the morning progresses. So we're fired up anyway. Open the morning here in Texas. I feel a little drizzle. Yes, sir. Okay. Here's what we got. We got about a 300-400 yard walk back into this roost location. And we might have to go under some birds, so we're here early. It's good and dark. There's an easy road to walk down. And I think we can get past them if we have to go under them. So.
Well, Seth and I get set up about an hour before daylight. We slipped in. Sure enough, as it breaks day, there are birds gobbling in every direction. And we notice we got some birds that we walked under behind us, and they're the closest, so hopefully they'll work to the call. Well, after answering the call 3 or 4 times, I could tell these birds are on the ground, and it doesn't take long. I look over my right shoulder, and they coming to us.
There they come, Seth. To the right.
Well, sure enough, it's a big flock of turkeys. It's a bunch of hens and 2 gobblers, and they skirt us. They skirt us about 60 yards, and they're cutting around in front of us. They get to about 100 yards, and I just keep soft yelping to them, just try to get them gobblers to look over and see the decoy, and eventually they do.
You got it? Got it? Sure, buddy. How about that for open morning double? Hey. Oh, it was awesome. What an awesome turkey on that opening morning. We got lucky. The rain went right up under us. We knew we wanted to come in here. Lamar killed a turkey right here last year. Big trees, big open area, lots of sign. You hear that thunder back here. There was turkeys gobbling everywhere. These birds, we passed them this morning. We heard them gobble well before daylight. And we set up out here. They got the gobbling good. And then they come in behind us right here. I thought they was gonna come down the road right on top of us, and they did. But luckily the hens skirted out and the gobblers followed suit. And when they got right there, I yelped a little bit, and the looker looked up, seen the decoy, and it was over. Come up there and whooped the fool out of it. I shot the strutter, handed the gun off, and we got a double here in Texas on opening day, guys. In the blue bonnet, Seth. Thank you, man. Was that awesome or what? He got a rope on him, Seth. Yeah. Golly, look at the hooks on that turkey, brother. Look at there. Inch and quarter. Nice turkey. Look at the rope-a-dope on him. And he weighs 23, 24 pounds, guys. Look at this. Look at that right there. What a beautiful turkey, guys. Old turkey. Worked, whooped the decoy, knocked it over. Hey, there's something. He either had 2 beards or something when he walked up there. Let me tell you something. That right there looked very Rio-ish when he walked up there. We're trying to beat the thunderstorm here. What an incredible morning here in South Texas. We come in here yesterday, did a little bit of homework. We knew the rain was coming, put us a blind up just in case, found this sign everywhere right here. Lamar actually killed a bird here last year. We come in here and there's green, blue bonnets everywhere. We're like, we got to try this in the morning. Got here early this morning, didn't we? Slipped in here about an hour before daylight. It started sprinkling a little bit, so your heart starts to sink a little bit when that weather starts closing in. But as it got lighter, these birds gobbled to our to our right and then behind us just a little bit. And I called, gobbled, and then some hens answered. I'm like, uh-oh, you know, we got some competition. But anyway, more birds gobbled this away, so we knew we were in a happy medium. And sure enough, I looked down the road. The gobbles got closer. I looked down the road, and the hens lead him right up here. And I thought they were going to skirt it, and the strutter actually did. He got a little further from us than the looker, and I just softy up to that looker, and he looked up, blew up in strut, saw the decoys, and they killed him. Come over here, put on a show. And we were so scared. We wanted to get in that blind because we were scared of ruining cameras. We're glad we didn't now. That was awesome. This one hit the decoy a few times. I shot him. I handed the gun off to Seth, and he smoked his. And we got an awesome double here in South Texas on opening morning.
Is that first hunt with the old foxtrot?
Yes, sir.
2 3/4, right?
And there's blood everywhere out here.
I'm telling you. Hey, I was like, mine was about 45, and it just
dumped him, dude. I'm impressed. What a hunt. We're trying not to be too loud because there's a bunch of turkeys over here. We got more tags to fill, but what a show this morning. Some great content, some great birds, and maybe Adam's having some luck on the other side. If we know there's some turkeys over there, we heard them gobbling yesterday evening, but it was hard to beat this morning's hunt.
Open in the morning in South Texas.
You can't beat it, brother. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That was so awesome.
That was awesome.
Longbeards are gonna die. Yeah, longbeards are gonna die.
We're 2 weeks later than we typically hunt, but the same time as last year. We started that later tradition last year because of the season date changing, but hey, that's fine. If that's what it takes, hens to get bred by these dominant gobblers, let's do it. Let's do it. Stopped and got some supplies, Little Debbie's, bananas, water, toilet paper, whatever. That's about all we need in this cabin. Bought one on eBay. Yeah. All right, first morning we didn't get a whole lot of sleep between phone ringing and just getting up early, but we're getting in there early. We shot one bird in here last year, a spot we always hunt, one of our favorite spots, beautiful cypress bottom. It's gonna be wet, so we gotta go around. And then we got our gator waders out there. Wish they was a few inches longer. Might should have needed our true waders instead of our gator wader boots, but we're gonna take the 410s in there and try to double up this morning. Paul, you ain't never shot one with 410, have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, let's try it. There's that hen right there. Did you hear her? That big tree's what, 35? I can't believe a hen ain't fired back. So I think that bottom was a little too wet. These birds are down more on this high side and they kept going down the creek, almost parallel with the creek. So there's a clear cut right here, probably 5 acres of clear cut. And then there's these longleaf pines right here. So
We walked up and found a pretty good strut zone right there, a lot of tracks and strut marks. I'm thinking these hens kind of migrate here later in the morning to come nest in this cover. This is excellent nesting habitat. Where do you think he's at? All right, well, we just pulled up to a spot that is known to have birds. Big old swamp bottom right here. We just had a big old lunch, so there's a huge live oak with a little cemetery over here. So what we're gonna do is just gonna camp out on it for a little bit and pretty much wait until 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, this wind's gonna die down, and we got another spot we wanna go to by then. But we're gonna hang out here for a couple hours, call a little bit, see what we can get into. Well, this is a spot we spent a little time in last year. There's always a couple of birds down in this bottom right here in front of us. It's a good high, it's a good spot in the shade. We just got done with a buffet. So it's also a good spot to come in here and just take a nap. Wait. Ready?
Yeah! Oh! Yes, that happened fast.
410 double, baby. That's redemption.
Yes.
About 15 yards.
Ooh, I'm ready to see how big that one is.
I said I heard him spitting and drumming. He said, no, you didn't. I said, I know what I heard. Then it, okay, I heard that. Mine didn't move a muscle till just now. Come right out of there. I don't want him to spur me because he's still got a little life in him. Oh, his head is tore up. Man, that was a heck of a hunt. It's one of them spots that you never know is going to deliver. We had a spot we wanted to go this evening, 4 or 5 o'clock, once this wind laid down. So we were kind of just almost killing time. If we got a bonus bird, we did. And you know, Georgia's new rule they started last year, you can only kill 1 bird a day, which is perfectly fine with me. And that's the way it should be, the way it needs to be. But Paul's got as many turkeys down here as anywhere I know in the South. So I'm to the point in my turkey hunting career where honestly, I'd rather see Cash shoot them. I just feel bad killing these birds because I know how hard of a life they have and how hard it is to get them going. But when you know about multiples, I don't have a problem with it. And I can say that's the case here. It's the case where I'll be this weekend in Iowa. Beautiful birds.
Mossy Oak Brand Camo, the world's most effective and versatile concealment system, has you covered. Only the results of exhausting research by Mossy Oak inventor Toxie Hayes.
I developed Mossy Oak really out of a love for turkey hunting. I've been turkey hunting all my life since I was probably 7 or 8 years old, and I just got real frustrated at turkeys with such a sharp eye being able to see.
His commitment to develop the best camouflage available resulted in the first pattern, which he called Bottomland. That pattern proved so successful at blending a hunter into his surroundings that it literally changed the way America hunted. It was a natural progression to add large leaves of different sizes and natural colors to create full foliage, which correctly emulates the woods in mid to late turkey season and early bow season.
Great patterns,
great people. And a commitment to help hunting can only mean bigger and better things ahead for Mossy Oak.
Amazing what a turkey hunter will do, isn't it?
How about that? Let's go!
Pretty good sign of some turkeys in here. Well, we just got here on the island. We run up in here, gonna try to roost one. We'll get on them in the morning. We still got a few more minutes before it's fly up time, so we're gonna hang out and hear what we can hear.
That's the toddler hen turkey. That's that call, hey, y'all come to Sonic. We down here hanging out. Getting us some glasses. Good, I got more. No. Let's do this. Where it at? There you go. Hold on now. A little early. Turkeys ain't quite woke up yet, so I can practice. Try this one. A little more saliva on there.
See?
No, I just heard two.
Just don't shoot to it. Okay. I see him. horn. Looks like he's fanned out the strut right now. Where you go? Pretty good beard on him too. One to the far left. Yeah. Say when. Is he clear? Where's now? Alright. Shoot him. Yeah. Is that what you want?
Yeah, this be the life I wasn't used to. Let me give you the spice with no confusion. I'm being precise, I was a nuisance. Now I'm living in light to show the blueprint. Newfound levels. When time settles, they gon' say that I'm special. Ain't no way I'll
Put him on the board. That right there, if it don't get you chili hot, your stove off. That's right. Well, guess who about to cook some biscuits? Those 6 toms come in the field this morning. We're doing a little strutting. There's one that ain't strutting no more. I ain't never seen nothing like that. You know, I've only been doing it 3 or 4 years. Nah, just hunting birds around the house. They don't do nothing like this. So it's usually 1, maybe 2, but those 6-pack come in. Now it's currently a 5-pack.
take it high. Up and away we gon' fly to the sky. Let's take it high. Man, everywhere we see the grown man cry. My oh my, we gon' take this high enough where we ain't come down. Shit ain't touching the ground. Let's take this higher, higher, higher. Yeah, let's take it high.
Contrary to popular belief, based on all the naysayers on the Instagram poll, me and Big Eddie managed to get it done. If you look right over there, he's over there. So next time, do the right thing, vote yes.
That is my first turkey ever. In January of 1969, horn rim glasses. So we ran and there was a whole flock of turkeys in the field, and so we backed out without spooking them. You know, we just peeked in there and backed out, and about 200 yards from the food plot, and just sat down, and Daddy started calling, and you know, and it was like, I think 7 jakes came walking right up to us, and you know, it was a big deal. But and honestly, back then there weren't nearly as many turkeys as we have today. We need to be grateful for what we do have. You know, as we evolve, I'd love for people to get more and more concerned with having them than just killing them, you know. And the killing is just a byproduct of having them and take care of them first and having kind of a life of abundance.
All right. Day 2.
Day 2.
Based on yesterday, how you feeling today?
Comfortable. I'm ready for this one.
You got your feet wet yesterday.
That's right.
Looks good on you.
Feels like home.
Hopefully you're gonna be the second person to kill a turkey in 744. Fix your strap on that one, so your strap on you. It's a little warmer this morning. You can turn. Just do it slowly. I would turn and face kind of like right here.
Tell you what, the turkey ain't gonna be doing all that strutting, drumming if there ain't any. Right. Now you think he saw those hen? He couldn't have seen them hens, could he? They should be on the ground by now. If I hadn't heard him fly down, I mean, you would be able to hear him. All right, I'm good now. I'm just afraid that that's that single gobbler, and he may not come to the deal.
You got him, buddy. Oh my gosh. You got him. Oh, I can't hear on my right ear, but the video is not gonna be good. But God, I don't care. Go out there and get him, buddy. Go get him. Daggone. That's a good one. What do you think, man? That's awesome. Oh my God. They had seen that, they had seen that before. That's nuts. Man, they were so, I knew it was fixing to get squirrely. He came in. Dude, that is a tiny body turkey right there. Yeah. That is an awesome joke. He just got some spurs on him. Let's try to slip. When you slip out of here, don't even talk. Okay. That road, son. God. That's what you call a headshot. God, bring him over. The video is just, it was not good video, but I didn't care. I wanted you to kill me. I knew when they were taking so daggone long to come down this hill, I still don't know where they were roosted. But they had to have been roosted on the end of this, on the end of that head right here, or up on that log landing. I was scared that this one up here, the couple were going to see me or something, because it's a clear shot. They did not like them big ones. They didn't ever see us, but I'm telling you, I was like, we're fixing to be in a bind. And man, honestly, they walked 8 steps from us. I know you can use decoys after the first 10 days of the season, but like, that's why I don't ever use decoys here, because I'm telling you, man, these turkeys are finicky. I mean, the reason I usually don't use decoys here is I want curiosity to be on my side, their curiosity. These old turkeys, a bunch of old turkeys over here, and they do not like a decoy. They've come up, I mean, they strutted all the way until they got in the bubble of the decoy, and whenever they come around, they wasn't strutting, and I knew they would come up to the decoys, but I knew you would have to get ready. I think it's never the other way. I don't know how they got up. And they started wigging out. Yeah. I didn't care if the video was crap. I wanted you to kill your first turkey with me. And you're wearing my Mr. Potts vest. Ain't no doubt. 744. But yeah, they come down the dang road. And they had to be roosted up top of that log landing. But did you hear the turkey? So the turkey over here ended up gobbling. We had a turkey gobbling there. Well, I don't think he gobbled at one time. The turkeys that down in the bottom gobbled some. What you think? It's one for the books. Ain't no doubt. First turkey. Man. Hold them spurs up. I'm gonna get a video. They look like Mr. Toxie's, that one he killed in that ivory blacktail.
Hey.
Is that your first turkey?
Took me 24 years.
That ain't bad. I haven't seen it take longer.
That's right.
Go grab him off the truck, man.
Oh, y'all ain't got him skinned yet?
No, we're gonna wait and show you.
Oh.
You dang good turkey.
You got some good spurs. Nothing. You got some good spurs. What's that, about 1 3/8 inch and a quarter?
Probably, they probably push an inch and a quarter.
Yeah. When them shot hit him, or if you got it film, you can see that head flop just like that.
Got him good. He got a little roughed up. But ain't bad for the first one, huh?
Ain't bad at all.
Not at all.
And, if they get with a hen today, they ain't gonna gobble much in the morning. But if they have to sleep 2 nights by themselves, they just like you are. You gonna want to smell up something.
They gonna gobble. Yep. What you doing today?
Fixing to go back and dist up some corn ground. What you mean?
What's the Thompson here look like, then? Is it growing up?
Weeds about that high. I'm gonna get in there and tear it up. And we're gonna plant some pro-so millet on it. Have some dove shoots on it.
You seen any turkeys around?
I ain't been out nowhere. Turkeys all gone to the swamp when I get up there. Flopping. That's the only part that I can't stand.
What?
When I shoot that
flopping.
turkey and it hits the ground, it just.
Yeah.
What did you do, Harry? And I quit hunting.
Yeah.
And I used to get out there on that milk truck every day, and I would run out there run in the stores.
Yeah.
Get my order up and run back to the truck. And get in. I parked my truck up down on the bypass after old Quanson Hut. And I'd haul on buck as hard as I could go. It was the Bermuda. And didn't have 30 to 45 minutes before dark.
All right.
But I just had to go every chance I got. I couldn't stand.
Halfway through, like I said, week 6, that's pretty close to being halfway through. I know you're addicted. Hope you hadn't got any trouble at work, sliding your phone over in front, been there and done that. Hey, next week's going to get even better. We got the best content providers there are. So from Mossy Oak and the Mossy Oak Go app, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week on week number 7.